just wanna dance for the hell of it, hell of it. Wanna take a chance for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Wanna raise my hands 'cause I'm feeling it, feeling it. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling this? Oh, you only got one life, so make it feel like sunshine.
Hey Gems, welcome to another episode of Saint Augustine Hometown Gems. And today we are talking with Kyle Califf from Casey Inspections. So Kyle, tell me how you got started in inspections.
Yeah, Danette. So I started after graduating college. I started out as a insurance claims adjuster, handling residential claims and writing estimates and doing inspections and reports.
Okay.
And worked in the insurance industry for a little bit, and realized one day that I wanted to be in the field, and found out InterNACHI and went through the InterNACHI Association to get my certification and pass the state exam, and then got hooked in with another association more related to Florida called FABI. And so that's kind of how I've got into the inspection world. It was right before my daughter was born, and really wanted to go back into working for my own self, and create something for my family, and start something where we can have flexibility and enjoy time with our kids and family.
Awesome. So it's been what, 7 years?
Yeah, we're coming up on our seventh full year in business. We started in October of 2019, and things have really taken off. We started in Central Florida, where I was living at the time in Orlando, and we moved up after about 6 months of me opening my doors to Saint Augustine. That was all during COVID, so it was a really interesting time. My daughter was 6 months old when we moved as well, so that was interesting, moving baby stuff as well as our stuff.
I'm sure.
So that was very interesting, but we were so happy to be back here in Saint Augustine, and running an inspection company. I'm looking forward to growing and having my wife hopefully join the team here in the near future. And who knows, maybe my kids may want to jump in there or whatnot, but we're looking to grow, and we're taking that head on.
Awesome. Sounds like a great family business.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it.
So I see you're a certified master inspector. What does that mean?
Yeah, so certified master inspector means you've been in the business for 3 consecutive years or more, and you've completed at least 2,500 home inspections, and you've met above and beyond the minimum requirements for the continuing education unit. So those are the 3 requirements to become a certified master inspector. You can become a certified master inspector, pretty much after your 3-year mark. I think I was in year 4 or 5 when I became a certified master inspector. It definitely sets you apart. It shows that you're keeping up with the industry. It shows that you're out there and you're working every day. And it shows that your business or yourself has longevity in the industry.
And you do a lot of continuing education and also workshops that help you stay up to date on any inspection changes, right?
Absolutely. I'm all over the state year round. It seems like that almost once a quarter I'm somewhere in Florida doing some type of CE or course. I enjoy sharing that knowledge with other agents, insurance agents, realtors, mortgage lenders, any of those really in the real estate industry, and sharing what we're finding out on the inspection side to help their transactions go more smoothly as well.
So tell me, what are some issues that you would find in a new construction home versus St. Augustine old historic homes?
Yeah, so new construction, it's going up very quickly around here in St. Augustine and St. Johns County, which is a great thing. It obviously means that we've got people coming in, and the economy here is kind of ticking along. There are some great nuances every day where there's times where I'm doing a brand new construction inspection in the morning, and then I'm crawling around in a 19 or 1800s, crawl space in the afternoon. So there are lots of nuances that go with that. Staying up to date on what's required for the new stuff is probably one of the big things. What's required in the new code, what new manufacturer requirements are coming out for the new equipment and everything like that, and more efficient machines. And then you've got your folks who are renovating the older homes, and yes, during renovation you do need to bring it up to code, but there are times where you're only doing certain things and you're not required to bring it up to code to keep that historical look. So there are lots of those nuances and challenges that come into play where you're looking at brand new in the morning and you're looking at, we'll call it, very historical history.
So you really need to know your requirements and the state guidelines.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely helps. We aren't code inspectors by any means. That's saved for the
Right.
city and the contractors and things of that sort. We definitely inspect for performance, but we reference code and we do have to be familiar with code and where to find things because we are inspecting in new homes and things of that sort. So we have to be able to show not only our client, but the builder, hey, yes, it does say that you can do this, but right here in this code section, it actually says that you need to do it this way.
And that's good for the potential homeowner.
Yeah, exactly. It shows the homeowner that hey, we know what we're doing and that we're staying up to date on
Right.
educating
And
ourselves.
you can potentially warn them of anything that's
Absolutely,
Might be a
especially in
problem.
new construction, we can give them a heads up, especially if we're able to get in there during the pre drywall before they actually hang drywall up on the walls, where we can see the rough framing, the rough electrical. That's where we catch a lot of mistakes and issues that can really save not only the builder's headache but the buyers too. You'd be surprised how often some of the builders are appreciative that we find certain things, and also moving forward that they can correct that in their builds moving forward. So
Right.
some of the builders are actually very appreciative of our findings and our results.
So tell me, what's a typical home inspection look like? Is it just pass fail?
So home inspections are performance based pretty much. The 4 point, which is more of an insurance report, it is more of a pass fail, satisfactory or unsatisfactory. With our home inspections for all existing homes, we automatically include a 4 point wind mitt and thermal scan with that home inspection. That way the client can go directly to their insurance agent and get those insurance quotes to be able to secure their loan. Um, the big thing with the 4 point is it's pass or fail, whereas the home inspection, it's not pass or fail, it's performance. Are these items doing what they're supposed to be doing? Are they doing it in the normal tolerances and ranges that they're supposed to be doing it in?
Right.
That's what the home inspection report and process is for. And you also use that for negotiation factors and things above and beyond, because not everything from the home inspection is going to be in the 4 point, because the 4 point is very much trimmed down just for insurance purposes.
Right.
So I advise clients and our agents as well, our newer agents, don't rely on a 4 point. It's only a very bare minimum for insurance requirements versus a home inspection. That's something that is actually performance based and things were actually tested and not just photos taken.
So I read, I was looking through some reviews, and we all know how important that is. At least I do as a real estate agent. We kind of live and die by the reviews, right? So I read one that really raved about you and how you saved them a lot of money. Tell me about that one.
Yeah, I think I recall the one you're talking about. This lady, she called me a few times on a weekend. We probably had almost 2 hours of conversation between the 2 days over the weekend, and she was having mold and moisture issues, and she was seeking a mold assessment, but she kept saying that she had already had something done and that she had this report and everything else. So I asked her, I was like, hey, instead of me charging you to come out and do an inspection and stuff, can you just send me the report that you have, and I'll tell you if that's something that you should be able to move forward with. And the report it did say it was some type of mold evaluation, and it did kind of list some things out. It wasn't very detailed to the extent of the type of work that needed to be done, but it did explain some of the things. So I told her, I was like, look, try to move forward with that. If you do need anything else, we can come assist, but I don't feel comfortable in charging you for an additional test or an inspection when you already have something that's pretty much the same thing that we would be providing you. So that's just one thing we take pride in, is
Being
just
honest.
being honest and
Mhm.
have high integrity. We'll tell you, hey, yeah, that's a good idea, or no, it's not, and we'll be honest about it. If we're unsure, we don't know, we'll tell you, hey, we're unsure and we don't know, but we will try to find the answer for you. And if we can't find it, we'll find someone that does.
I don't know anybody who wouldn't appreciate that
Yeah.
honesty and integrity.
Yeah, we hold ourselves to a high standard, and we also work with contractors and trade partners that do the same. And if we refer anyone that's not doing that, please let us know.
So tell me now, what do you do on your off time on the chance that you get a little bit of time off?
So I have 2 young kids, a 6-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy, that keep us very busy. They love being outside. They love the water. So we're usually at the beach. if it's warm enough and the weather's nice, which we usually have plenty of those days here in Florida. And if we're not at a ball game or a cheerleader event or some type of Girl Scouts for one of the kids, we love taking them to the zoo, the alligator farm, being here in historic St. Augustine, just to stroll down in Old Town, down King Street or St. George Street.
My favorite place.
Yeah, my kids have really developed an appreciation of that, especially now that my daughter and my son has picked up on that. I went to Flagler College, so they see the logo on a couple of my shirts at home, and then they see the logo when we go walk around downtown, and they say, "Oh, that's Daddy's school," and it just puts a big smile on my face that they can appreciate that, and that I'm back here in the town that I kind of, flew the coop per se.
Right.
Started my career here and went to college here, and fortunate enough to be back here working and raising a family here.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
So thank you, Kyle, and it was so nice to have you in KC Inspections.
Thank you for having us today.
And I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and keep looking for those gems.
So make it feel like sunshine.